Hi there, welcome to my channel Aqualuna73. This is going to be a reading for Virgo. This is a general reading and it may not resonate with all Virgo, so please be in mind that you need to still get your birth chart calculated, as I always repeat myself regarding these things. Okay, what else is there? This is a general reading, Virgo. It could cover any part of your life. I'm going to use a calmer music tarot deck, and then I'm going to use this deck. I don't usually like to use the Landscape Oracle because it just gives me one word and I need to build a reading around this. Okay, so I prefer to use the other deck, but there's a lot of animal symbolism on the, here in this specific deck. And if there's any animal that's going to pop up, because there's a lot of animals in this specific deck, then I'm going to go see what my book says, because I have an animal totem book, spiritual animal totem book that indicates what each animal represents. Okay, so I'm first going to shuffle these cards. Okay, universe, what do you want Virgo to know today? What messages and lessons do you want Virgo to know today? I apologize, my nose always sounds like it's blocked, right? I'm sure you all notice that. I have like serious allergies all through the year. I've been suffering from allergies since I was a child. Everybody who knows me, my whole family knows. I'm like, I was like this since I was a child. Hay fever. I used to have eczema as a child. I was a really sick child, young child, when I was young. Anyway, that was when I was in primary school. Mostly not sick, but just allergies, skin allergies, and like hay fever also. But not asthma. I never suffered from asthma. But anyway, let's just start the reading. Okay. Okay, you got the bee. Bee breathe. Bee breathe. The irony, I can't even breathe correctly because my nose is so closed. Bee breathe. Okay, we're going to see what it means now, okay? We all know the importance of bees for our ecosystem, how important they are, because when they go to a flower, they draw nectar from this flower to go make honey, and we all know the health benefits of honey, and even some of the substances like propolis that's found in honey, they use it in toothpaste and stuff like that. Okay, so I don't know what the health benefits of propolis is, but I know it's something that you can find in honey or in the bee's nest or wherever, but it has something to do with bees. And we also know how bees cross-pollinate. So the pollen sticks to their bodies and they cross-pollinate, and how important it is for the ecosystem, because without that, the ecosystem, some bugs, okay, not all bugs, some bugs are pests, other bugs are actually there to help, uh, uh, um, help the evolution, not the evolution, but help nature, okay, to continue basically, to sustain it. In other words, nature cannot continue. There's almost like this, it comes across as a like a codependence. A basic like a codependence, but it's not a bad codependence, okay? When you hear the word codependence, people always say, okay, there's something, but there is actually, it depends on how you perceive codependency, okay? Anyway, let's just see. I don't know. It's interesting that this word would pop up, this codependency word. Anyway, let's just see what this reading is going. And I'm going to draw. Read Universe, what messages and lessons do you have for Virgo today? Lessons and messages. Also, I want to thank everyone, every single person that ever subscribed, liked, and shared any of my content of my YouTube channel. All the people that watch my readings. I really, really appreciate your support, and I love you all, and you are so amazing. Thank you so, so much for that. Anyway, let's just start the reading. Okay. Lessons and messages for Virgo today, universe. What lessons and messages do you have for Virgo today? Lessons and messages for Virgo today, universe. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is at the bottom of the deck for you today, Virgo. Okay, now I'm going to have to find the booklet. Okay, Lian Sky Oracle, it's number 21. Number 21. Be breathe. Focus, stamina. Okay, bees fly from flower to flower with clear focus and without distractions. Bee breathing helps us to turn off the senses and focus inward. In the Vedic tradition, sound vibration is known as nada. It divides sound into external sounds and internal sounds. Interesting. I know about that, about the sound vibration and sound and the effects that certain types of sounds have on our senses. Even the type of music that you listen to, the type of frequency you listen to, your music that you listen to. Okay, I don't think people realize how deep of an impact music has on us and our choices, and how our emotions can be stirred to a great extent when it comes to music. Okay, or even sound. I don't know if you know about sound vibration, type of frequencies, solfeggio sound. I suggest you go read up on that. You will find it extremely interesting. There's a lot of esoteric knowledge also surrounding the effects of sound and music on us as humans and the type of music that we listen to. Anyway, I have studied on this, the sounds of music and etc. That's why I always play, sometimes I play background music like here, like I'm doing now, like meditative music. Okay. Anyway, I don't want to digress. Okay, I'm just going to see what the animal booklet says about bees. If you just give me a few minutes, this is also categorized according to alphabetical order. So I have to go see bees, where are the bees? Okay, bees. Okay, bee. Bee tells you to take the time to appreciate and enjoy the sweetness of life. Bees gift you to you the bees give to you is productivity, making the best of the time so you have some time for yourself. The bee reminds us to extract the honey of life and to make our lives fertile while the sun shines. Now, no matter how great the dream is, the excuse me, no matter how great the dream is, there is the promise of fulfillment if we pursue our dreams. Bee people are very focused and hard workers. They are capable of succeeding at whatever they attempt. Although they are self sufficient, they work best when they are working with others. If a bee has shown up in your life, examine your own productivity. Okay, I'm just going to pick this up. It's something that just fell out of the book. Anyway, examine your productivity. And this booklet also speaks about stamina, focus and stamina. I don't know exactly what you're struggling with. It could be that you're struggling to focus on something, although I don't think it's that. It could also be that you feel that you have a lack of stamina to do certain things, okay? Or maybe you have a lack, you don't have the will to do something. I could be speaking to a Virgo that lacks the will to do something. Let's just see where this is going. You start off the reading with the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords usually speaks about what you're feeding yourself, because the swords are represented by air signs, okay? The swords are represented by air signs. And the swords usually speaks of new ideas, conflict, mental clarity. It comes across that there might be conflict of some kind for you, Virgo. I don't know exactly what type of conflict this is, but let's just see where this is going. When you look at the swords, it could be just internal conflict, mental conflict that you have. This Ace of Swords here, this bird, in this specific deck, this bird is also attached to the bird of prophecy, okay? So it's just a mythical, it's a mythical creature, okay? So I'm not sure what you're struggling with, but it could be that you're struggling with focusing on something, or that you possibly don't have the stamina to do something, or you might be tired. Could be that I'm speaking to a Virgo that could be tired. Lilith is the next card, and Osiris is also the other card. And it's these two cards are following each other in this deck. You see, it's number 3 and number 4. So it's almost like I see this as divine male and divine female counterparts. This is what I see here. This is exactly what these two are. This is the divine male and the divine female counterpart, because this is Lilith and Osiris. And it's almost like I might be talking to someone that might be, okay, Virgo, I don't know if this is going to end up like a love reading, okay, or whatever, or divine male, I don't know. Let's just see where this is going. But it might be I'm speaking to a Virgo that might be mirroring. They might be mirroring something in someone else, and vice versa. It comes across as two people mirroring each other. This is what's coming through. Two people mirroring each other with these two cards. It clearly comes across as two people mirroring each other. It's almost like, it comes across almost like two people. If the one person goes through something, the other person might feel what this other person might be going through. Almost like a, okay, this is what's coming through. This is exactly what's coming through. Say for instance you are a twin, okay? I don't know twins myself, but this is what I've read somewhere. I can't remember. It was years ago. I read an article in back then as a young person in the huisgenoot. South Africans will know what the huisgenoot is. I read, and this is not free advertising for huisgenoot, okay? I read something for in huisgenoot about twins and the telepathetic or whatever you call it, uh, bond that they have. So if one person is going through something, it's almost like it's having a rippling effect and it's affecting someone else in another place. This is what's coming through with these two cards. Okay, so if this twin goes through something, okay, if this twin goes through something, it mirrors in the other twin's life and vice versa. This is exactly what's coming through today. I don't know who I'm talking to, okay? If I'm talking to a divine male, divine female counterpart situation, or if I'm talking to people who are twins, or if I'm talking to, I don't know who I'm talking to, okay? The Lilith card is also represented originally by the Empress card, and it speaks of creation and pregnancy and fertility and abundance, okay? Lilith is also someone that's very unconventional. She also comes across as someone very unconventional in her approach to life. Lilith also represents almost like someone that has an unconventional idea of how to. This is exactly what's coming through. Lilith is almost like someone, she's also an older woman. Okay, the Empress is represented by an older woman also. Okay, and Lilith also represents an older woman. So this older woman also obviously has children and grandchildren, possibly if they represent a grandmotherly figure. So this person, through the experience and the wisdom, has gained so much knowledge, and where they know exactly how to parent, how to guide people, etc. Okay. Then Osiris is obviously the emperor. The emperor speaks of leadership and respect. Someone that's always a strategic planner, someone that's a fatherly figure, someone that is responsible. This is also represented by Aries. Okay, you will see here in the ram swords. It comes across as a, I don't know if I'm talking to a divine male or divine female counterpart, but it comes across as two people mirroring each other. And the Page of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. And pages usually represents messages. And pages also, this Page of Cups represents new love also. Okay. Virgo, I'm not sure if you in this relationship or if you apart from this person, but the Page of Cups represent your emotions, and pages are messages, and the Page of Cups usually brings a message of emotional importance, of emotional value. It could possibly be new love. It could be possibly someone, I don't know, it could be that usually the Page of Cups also not only represents new love, but it also represents people that might be doing work like charity work, volunteer work, etc. It might be that you meet someone, excuse me, you might be meeting someone through volunteer work or something to that effect. If you don't, your divine counterpart possibly. I don't know. I don't know if you're with this person or if you already met this person. But the bee also, the bee speaks about focus and stamina. So you're obviously very into with this bee. It comes across that you're focused on what you should be focused on. You're doing what you're supposed to do, because bees are represented by very busy, very versatile, very hard-working individuals. Okay, I just read you what the bee represents. But I don't know exactly where this fits in, but this is coming through strongly. It could be with the Ace of Swords that you're just very focused on whatever you need to be focused on. And it could be possibly that it clearly indicates that you are mirroring. Someone is mirroring you and you are mirroring someone else. And I'm not sure if this is your divine counterpart or vice versa, or someone that you meet at work. I don't know exactly. The Six of Cups is the next card. The Six of Cups usually speaks of old things, and it speaks of innocence and nostalgia, and it comes across that you might have met someone through your work. I don't know exactly. I don't know if you have issues with this person or you have problems with this person, but you and this person are mirroring each other. And with the Six of Cups, it comes across that there's a lot of nostalgia and sadness here. It's almost like if you are marrying each other with the Six of Cups, it comes across as if both of you obviously are not in a good space. Neither of you are. Neither of you are in a good space. It's almost with the work stamina card, it comes across as two people that deliberately douses themselves in work. It's almost like these people are like deliberately keeping themselves busy as not to deal with something in their life emotionally, with the Ace of Swords. And both these two people are marrying each other. And there's obviously a lot of nostalgia and sadness involved in this situation with the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups also speaks of reunions. So I don't know if you apart from this person or if you're away from this person, but it might be that there might be a reunion between you and this person, if this is what you want, of course. I don't know what happened between you and this person. Four of Swords is the next card. The Four of Swords speaks of retreat and rest. She's taking a break, a cigarette break. Speaks of rest, recuperation. Someone taking this year also speaks of breath work. It might be that it comes across that with this card today that you might be in breakup or separation with this person. It's almost like okay, this is the song that's coming through now. This is oh my God, Chicago is the group's name. The group's name is Chicago, and the song's name is something about I can't say sorry. I cannot say sorry. Okay, I'm going to try to figure out if I can find. Hold me now. It's really hard to tell you I'm sorry. I just want you to know. After all that we've been through, I will make it up to you. I promise to. Okay, just go look up the lyrics. The group's name is Chicago. You got some of the lyrics. Just go Google, you will find it. Okay, this is exactly what's popping up. It might be that you're in separation with this person, you broke up with this person. I don't know exactly what happened between you and this person, but there's a lot of sadness and melancholy and nostalgia, yeah. With this Four of Swords, you're definitely not with this person. And this relationship also created a cycle that was ended with the World card. I don't know if this person is living abroad or far away from you with this World card also. It might be that you live in two different states or provinces or whatever. I don't know exactly. Okay, it could be that there was distance involved and it didn't work out. This is possibly what happened, but it affected the both of you. Grandmaster is the next card, and it's the number 5 in the major tarot, the major arcana. And the Grandmaster is the Hierophant card, and the Hierophant card speaks of traditions, conventional things, and conforming. The Grandmaster also has the ability to utilize both sides of things, negative and positive, because he has knowledge of both. It comes across to me with the Grandmaster card today that the reason why possibly this relationship possibly didn't pan out in the way that you would have wanted it to is because of the fact that both of you were possibly, it could be that there's a societal thing that kept you apart with the Grandmaster card. There could be an age difference. There could be even you could be different, have different traditional backgrounds, different different race groups, different. Man, there's just a lot of possibilities as to why this scenario didn't work out in the way. Apart from the fact that it was possibly distance, this with the Grandmaster card, it comes across strongly that it also might have been the fact that neither of you wanted to conform to something, to the other's ways, basically. In other words, it's almost like these two people felt that they needed to sacrifice something that they didn't want to sacrifice in order to be with each other. And they were not willing to do that, possibly. This is one scenario. Because it would require each one of them to make certain societal changes, possibly, to their life. For instance, I'm going to make an example. Say, for example, when two people of different races get married, okay? Obviously, there's going to be certain sacrifices that each one has to make. So I'm not sure what this, but with the Grandmaster card, it comes across that this might have been that these two people might have very different backgrounds, and it's almost like the different ways of doing things didn't amalgamate very well. Okay, it didn't gel very well with each other. The King of Wands is the next card. Excuse me. The King of Wands usually speaks of someone that's very bold, someone that's very courageous, powerful, charming. You will see here this King of Wands who walks on stilts. So he's obviously very courageous. He's not scared. I'm not sure who I'm talking to. If this is a marrying thing, I suppose I'm talking to both of you, whoever you are. So the universe is requiring you to take this approach. You need to step into this energy because this is King of Wands is represented by a person or people, and it speaks of being courageous, being brave, being bold, not being scared. So I don't know exactly what the issue was here, but this is what the universe requires you. If you both in this energy, you both need to do this. You both need to step into this position. Be bold and not be scared. Ten of Swords. There's transformation involved here with the Ten of Swords. I don't know if you're deliberately avoiding this, or what the reason is. But if you want to step out of this, you need to do something about it. And the King of Wands also speaks of action, because this is what Wands represent: action, travel, movement. This is what you need to do. You need to do something, but you're obviously not doing something because the Ten of Swords appears here. You're stagnant with the Ten of Swords. So, possibly you're scared with the Ten of Swords. It might be with the Ten of Swords that you're scared of investing in something, and you're scared that it might not pan out in the way that you would want it to. The Nine of Wands is the next card, and it's your last card. The Nine of Wands speaks about keeping and maintaining boundaries and juggling. It's just that simple. It's almost like the universe wants to tell you, if this is what you want, if you really want this, okay, you need to take this position. You need to realize that you need to make some sacrifices. Transformation is required. Everybody is going to sacrifice. It's not only the one person. Both of you are going to need to make sacrifices. The Nine of Wands speaks of boundaries. Okay, you need to create boundaries from the very get-go. Okay, this is my desires. This is what I want. This is what I need. What are yours, babe? You know what? This is exactly what it's explaining. I don't know if this is a situation where you're making it unnecessarily complicated, because this is exactly what it's looking like. Like just two people who are unnecessarily creating things for themselves that they shouldn't. If you really want this, then you should just do something about it and get it over and done with. Simple as that. Anyway, Virgo, it looks like this is a cool reading for you, Virgo, and I really hope it works out. I really do. This is beautiful. I love this. This is amazing. But I don't know what's holding you back. And if you want an extended, please feel free to contact me. Okay. Please take care. Have a wonderful day. Bye.